Back in the good old days, smartphones didn't exist. People only owned feature phones, which could do basic communication tasks, such as texting and calling. Everything was so simple back then, but now everything has changed.
This year, over 1 trillion videos and images will be snapped, edited, and shared. So we haven't just updated the camera. We've completely rethought the entire camera experience for how you communicate today. Introducing the Samsung Galaxy S9, the camera reimagined.
Got to own it, just like a boss. In my zone, yeah, gon' show it all. It's just so effortless, so effortless. It's just so effortless. Hashtag blessed. We make it look easy, we make it look good. When everybody sees it, they stop and take a look. So celebrate yourself, celebrate. So celebrate yourself. You can't resist, don't even try. Magnificent, ain't gonna lie. It's just so effortless, so effortless. We feel so fun, I must confess. We make it look good, we make it look good. We make it look easy, we make it look good. When everybody sees it, they stop and take a look. So celebrate yourself, celebrate. So celebrate yourself, it's gonna feel so great. We make it look good, we make it look good.
In 2018, when you buy a phone, particularly a smartphone, you need to choose from the two operating systems, iOS and Android. In the early years of smartphones, iOS was such a great choice because of its organized and simple interface but still gives you the ability to do web browsing and take photos. However, Android before was just disorganized. It was very laggy, sluggish, and gives the user a terrible experience overall when compared to the iPhones. But as the battle between iOS and Android became intense, Android began to have a better operating system. It is now almost as good as the iOS interface, and most of the apps that were only available in the Apple App Store are now found in the Google Play Store. Android is slowly beating iOS when it comes to performance. But despite the luck of Android, there is still one main problem Android is facing that makes the iOS fanboys stop from moving to Android, and it is the Apple ecosystem. Once you buy an iPhone, iPad, or their other devices, it just makes you want more from Apple. Each of their devices just blends well with each other, which makes up the Apple ecosystem. However, in my opinion, if the Apple ecosystem never existed, let's say only the iPhones existed and Apple smartwatches, say HomePods and other devices never existed, perhaps Android may have taken over the smartphone market. So let's get to the question: which is better, iOS or Android? My answer is neither. It's up to your own preference. If you want a more customizable interface, then go with Android smartphones. If you would like if you would like your smartphone to have the latest software updates and have a long support, then go with iPhones. But after all, every smartphone slows down over time, and it always has a point where you need to get a new one as your daily driver, regardless whether it is an iPhone or Android device. So all I have to say is just just to pick wisely because your phone will be your daily driver and it'll always be with you every day, wherever and whenever.